What is up, lads? How's it going? How are you getting on? And welcome back to the channel. We've just over 40 minutes to go until the deadline. So yeah, Game Week 3 is upon us. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do a deadline stream last week. I was away in Albufeira. But yeah, hopefully you can hear me alright. If you can just throw a thumbs up in the chat or something. And I was messing around with the mic there again, so hopefully you can hear me. I know we had a few issues in Game Week 1. But yeah, hope you're keeping all well, lads. I suppose we'll get into the questions then in a few minutes time. We'll just have a quick look at how I fared out in Game Week 2, sure. 67 points overall. First of all, it's a lovely update to the website. Very appealing as well on the phone. I know did an update to the app during the week, so it's looking very well there. Yeah, 67 points overall. Started off well with the three Arsenal lads. Jesus obviously went wild with his 2 goals and 2 assists. 19 points overall. Could have been another story then if Foden squared the ball to Haaland. 5 points for the captaincy wasn't too bad or wasn't too great. A lot more was expected of him considering he was 75%. He had a 75% chance of scoring, but yeah, 10 points in the Ironman was only all right. Good man, Finton. Fair play to you. You're putting your thumbs up there, good man. Yeah, Cancelo got his assist. Very disappointing with Neto and Rashford. If you watch my video there during the week, Rashford has made his way out. But yeah, James got his goal. Then the 3 Liverpool boys blanked then on Monday night. But yeah, there's a few questions in the chat there, so we'll get through them as well. I have a nice few there on Instagram. I want to get through as well. But first up, we've Darren O'Sullivan there. He's saying Neto. I'd probably recommend Neto. Neco. Neto. He missed that chance. If he scored that chance against Fulham, when he got round the keeper, he decided to take another touch 2 yards out, but he was led wide. But yeah, he's a man I want to get rid of. But for the moment now, he's going to be on my bench for the week. But yeah, I'd recommend starting Neco Williams anyway. Who they're playing, Everton. They were probably fortunate enough to get their clean sheet against West Ham. But I think had he 4 shots in the box, Neco or something. He had a nice few penalty touches against West Ham. So hoping he'll get the clean sheet against Everton. If not, maybe an old cheeky attacking return. I know he's fond of a yellow card. I'm just looking there. He got one as well against Newcastle in Game Week 1. Hopefully it's not a 0 or 1 pointer. Ideally we'd love a clean sheet. Another 7 points would be definitely welcomed. But yeah, I'm just happy enough to start Neco. Neto is going to be on the bench, and we'll get into my transfers then later on the stream who I've brought in. But yeah, we've another question there. Legendary Football, how's it going, man? He's asking Neto or Andreas, who are Fulham have I think the Brentford is a yeah, he's got a slight knock. I know he came off with 5 minutes to go at the end of the Wolves game, but yeah, I think I prefer Neto. There's a lot of hype around Perisic. We'll get talking about him later on in the stream, but yeah, I can't see too much for Wolves against Spurs there today now. But yeah, no, I'd start Andrea Pereira. He's on set piece. He's going to be on corners as well. Brentford look good and he's solidly defensive from set pieces, but I think Fulham might sneak a goal. They were ruined their missed penalty. Mitrovic, I know he was anyway last week against Wolves. 2 goals. They looked very well against Liverpool. I didn't see the full 90 against Wolves because I was away, but they looked alright in the highlights. But yeah, I'd start Neto or I'd start Andreas over Neto for sure. Brian, how's it going, man? Everyone's selling Robbo. I was priced out of selling him anyway, but I think he'll do the job in the next few. Yeah, exactly the same thing I'm doing. Just looking at Liverpool's fixtures now before. I don't understand it. Fair enough, they've kept or they haven't kept a clean sheet in the first 2. Fair enough, the Fulham game, it was only an off a counter attack goal that Palace scored. Zaha was kind of picking out Nat Phillips any time Palace had the ball. He was always going towards Nat Phillips, and that's how they got the goal. Then he kind of ran him down the touchline and then cut in. But looking at the fixtures up until game week 7, game week 8, when everyone's going to wild card, Bournemouth at home, Newcastle at home, Everton away, Wolves at home. I don't understand why people are selling them. Hoping, well, I'm a United fan, but we're that bad at the moment. I think Liverpool will keep us out. But yeah, if he keeps a clean sheet against United, he could easily score as well, or get an attack in return. How bad we're looking at the moment, especially if Ten Hag wants to match the Liverpool players. I know they're not looking great at the moment, but it's a must-win game for Liverpool as well. Only 2 points, 4 points dropped over the first 2 games, and especially if they're looking to get silverware at the end of the year, they need those points. So I can't see it looking too great for United on Monday night. It's into Old Trafford, but we all know what happened. We all know what happened last year. Yeah, just that Bournemouth game, Newcastle at home, Everton away, Wolves at home. I don't understand why they're getting rid of Robbo. Fair enough if they're going for Diaz, but it's a bit of a sideways move as well, going for Diaz as well. But I think there's a lot of points chasing going on at the moment. But yeah, I'd keep Robbo in the team. I stayed for his price drop. He's down to 6.9 now. But yeah, it's better have points on the board than money in the bank. So hopefully he gets a few returns over the next few. But yeah, is Zinchenko a good buy? He is, yeah. You could, looking at Arsenal fixtures there, this is the same crack as well. I was going to get on to it later on as well. There's a lot of DMs on Twitter and Instagram asking what to do with Arsenal assets. It was only a Leicester, two kind of, I think they'd only had two, 3 or 4 shots on target. Leicester, one was the own goal, and then Maddison, obviously Ramsdale probably should have done a lot better. But I think Arsenal are good for a few clean sheets up until game week 8. Bournemouth away, Fulham at home, two promoted sides. Fair enough, Fulham looked good against Liverpool, but Villa there as well. Villa in shocking form. United, Arsenal could easily keep a clean sheet there as well. Everton and Brentford, yeah. So there's good potential there for Arsenal for some clean sheets, but wouldn't be getting rid of Ramsdale. But then your question there is Zinchenko a good buy? Definitely. I think, what is he, 5.2 at the moment. Make sure you have there's a sneak peek at my team there, but yeah, make sure you have James, make sure you have Cancelo on your team. Zinchenko 5.2, probably would lean towards Cucurella if you need the funds as well. Tuchel come out there during the week saying that he can play left wing back or left centre back. So Cucurella at 5. I think, am I right in saying Cucurella has more ownership than Robbo now, which I think is pretty scandalous. We all know how well Robbo did last season. Cucurella there 11.2, and Robbo I think is 10, is he? 9.6, yeah, it's a lot of knee jerk, and I know Cucurella's on corners as well, but you've Robbo, he got his assist against Spurs, but you've Robbo there on set pieces. I just like the look of Liverpool's next few. I know they haven't looked great in the first 2, but as I was saying, it's a must-win game for Liverpool against United Monday night, and yeah, we all know what happened last year, especially over the 2 games. True. Sorry, going back to your question there. Yeah, he is a good buy, but I'd probably go towards Cucurella. You might have Ramsdale in your team if you don't have Arsenal defensive cover. Just make sure you have Martinelli. Make sure you've Jesus, and yeah, that's what I'd be recommending. True Fandela, how's it going, man? How are you getting on? I was chatting to you in the comments during the week. Hope you're well, man. Did you go for Cucurella or Walker in the end, or James? I was telling you, make sure to get James in your team. Yeah, so I hope you did that. Oncare, how's it going, man? Fair play to you for tuning in. Any questions, lads? Send them in, and we'll get through it. Legendary football. Why are you starting Neto? This is my team from last week. I'm not starting Neto, but I'll get back. I'll get into my team then in a few minutes time. But no, I'm not starting Neto. I've him on my bench. Oncare, would you consider Everton defence someone like Patterson for cheap? No. Just going into Everton's fixtures, I think if you have any Everton defence, I think this week is probably the only week you're going to play them. Same as Neco Williams. Probably not actually, yeah, but Brentford away, can probably see Brentford scoring at home. Leeds away, Leeds could probably score at home. Looking at how Rodrigo's playing as well, and Bamford looked like he's going to be back in the team as well. He's a doubt for this week, but he'll surely be back for the next 2 weeks, and the Liverpool and Arsenal and West Ham. So not the best fixtures for Everton there. If you have Patterson in your team, probably this is the only week you're going to play him, but not Forest. Could easily score as well. They got a jammy enough goal last week against West Ham. Lingard kind of had it like a kind of dribbly shot, and then the striker got on the end of it. Then I think it hit his knee or something, and it went in. But yeah, I wouldn't be going near Everton. You're just kind of wasting a transfer if you're getting one of those in. But yeah, there's just a point to note as well. I suppose we're just I'm looking at Ward there. Few DMs during the week asking should you play him this week. All depends. Obviously, if you're on the Leicester double up, obviously you're gonna have to play him. But I've seen a few asking about Sanchez. They've got the Ward Sanchez double up. Brighton have West Ham, is it? Yeah, or West Ham are home. I'd probably lean towards Ward for this week. Brentford they did look good last week anyway. They looked very good against United as well. It kind of pains me to say it, but yeah, if you've Ward in your team, I probably would play him over Sanchez this week. Yeah, and obviously if you have the Leicester double up, you're gonna have to play Ward anyway. But apart from that, their fixtures don't look great anyway after that. But hopefully if you play Ward, he'll get a clean sheet against Southampton. True Fandela. I very much wanted to keep Robbo, but sold him yesterday for Reece James. Fair enough. Reece James, yeah, you have to make sure he's in the team, alright. But I still think there's going to be returns there for Robbo over the next few. Looking at the fixtures there, especially United as well. If we're getting bet 4-0 to Brentford, I don't know what Liverpool are going to do to us. I know Liverpool aren't on their famous run of form. They haven't started off well, but Klopp will make sure they want their win on Monday night. But yeah, fair enough. If you had to get James in, it's probably no harm in risking that. Can see there's definitely more chance for return for James against Leeds than there is against Robbo. But I think there'll be returns for the two of them. Yeah. Robertson out, Perisic in. By the way, keep up the great content. Fair play to you. Control Alt Delete. Lovely playing the name there to Richard Delete. Yeah, but Robbo out. No, I don't think so. There's strong rumours Perisic is going to start there, but no. We're was it game week 5? We have the midweek games. Yeah, so game week 3, fair enough. If Perisic starts, if he plays next week, then against Forest, fair enough. You might get 2 hauls, but could nearly see a bench from then in game week 5, and then potentially even in game week 6, who they have Fulham. So Sessegnon against his old team there could nearly play a game week 6 against Fulham. Perisic might get the midweek game, or it could be vice versa. I can't see Perisic playing all those minutes, or if he does start, he might come off at 60, or you're running the risk, then he might come off. Might come off a few minutes earlier. He's a good shout this week, Perisic. Wait and see, do we get any leaked lineups before the deadline? We'll keep an eye out on Twitter. If you've nothing else on, I'd probably go for Perisic, but I wouldn't be getting rid of Robbo. If you could go Trippier to Rob, or Trippier to Perisic, or any other cheap 5 million defender. If you Villa lads, for example, if you got Dean in your team, if you got Mings, if you've got Matty Cash, I'd be recommending him to Perisic, or even going back to Cucurella there as well. It was gas even looking at Perisic at the weekend taking corners with his 2 feet. I think I think it was his good foot that he got the assist with. But that shows the level of skill he has. He can cross it in on either foot, and obviously that kind of strengthens his appeal for attacking returns, so he doesn't have to cut in onto his right or cut in onto his left. He can use both feet. We're just looking at the 3 o'clock game there. I've Neco Williams in my team, so at least I'll be able to have a look at him today. If you're in Ireland as well, Premier Sports are showing that game. We've a good few questions coming in, so we'll try and get through them as many as we can. Jack Cooney, I've one free transfer and brought Martinelli in for Odegaard. Yeah, 100%. Wee bit of a sideways move, but the form Martinelli's in, it's his spot to lose. Spoke a lot about Martinelli game week 1 over Saka, and thankfully it's paid off so far. Saka could easily get a massive haul this week, but thankfully Martinelli he's got 2 goals to Saka's 1 assist. But it was pretty disappointing last week. Martinelli didn't get the assist for Jesus' header from the corner, but that's the rules that are brought in the last 2 years. Vardy, I think it was, changed the direction of the ball, and it wouldn't have hit Jesus if he didn't get his head on it. But yeah, so 3 points gone down, but at least he got his goal in the second half, and he got his return. Yeah. Good stuff. Captain for this week, Damien Gunning. We'll get into the captaincy in a few minutes time. If you're following me on Instagram, you know along well, or even TikTok, you know along well who I'm captaining this week. But it's it's going to be a big split this week, and we'll probably see a lot of high ranks and a lot of changes in ranks. But because Jesus is obviously standing out, Haaland is standing out. He I know he's only getting 70 minutes, but you'd probably prefer Haaland every week getting 70 minutes. But it's just the fact that United are in such shocking form of late. It's making me lean towards Mo at the moment. Not 100% locked in. Jesus is probably there as well. But yeah, Salah's looking good for it now at the moment. Just while you're here, lads, in the chat, we're flying through these. We're just 80 subs away from 2K. So please do hit that subscribe button. Massive growth over the last 3 weeks we've seen on the channel. So hope you're enjoying these streams. Hope you're enjoying the weekly videos. And yeah, please do hit that sub. It's great motivation to keep going at these and the long nights editing YouTube videos for you all. But yeah, just I said I mentioned that while we're at this. But yeah, good luck in game 3, Keith. Good man. Same to you, Danny. Captain Salah or Jesus? Yeah, I know it's going to be a big split. I'm looking at TikTok comments as well. There's going to be a big. I think Salah is going to be very highly effectively owned this week. I've seen a lot of comments on TikTok about triple captain because of what happened in the United games last year. Looking at Jesus there, Bournemouth away. He's got Fulham next week and Aston Villa at home. Very nice fixtures for the captaincy. Not even this week, but going on. It's interesting to see how he does against Bournemouth away today, and then we've Mo as well. Bournemouth at home and Newcastle at home over the next 2 weeks as well. So never mind having a headache this week. Next couple of weeks as well, we're gonna have a big headache. But yeah, Newcastle away, Crystal Palace at home as well, and Forest at home for Haaland. But yeah, we'll worry about that. We'll worry about that in the next few weeks anyway. Jesus or Haaland, who is likely to score more? That's the big question. But I'd probably. Newcastle look alright defensively, to be fair, compared to Bournemouth. So I think Jesus will probably get a few more points on the board than him. Especially Arsenal, six goals. Well, say no more than City as well, to be fair. But yeah, I think that's a big question. Yeah, but my focus is going towards Salah anyway at the moment. But Cucurella or Walker long term, you only really want to get it up to the GAMEWEEK 8 wildcard. So probably lean towards Cucurella, as I was saying there. Tuchel said that he can play both positions, so you have left wing back and left centre back, and especially he came out as well, Cucurella, saying that he's on set pieces as well, so he wants to take them as well. So 5 million, you can't complain, especially with that. Considering he was priced 5 million at Brighton, and now he's with Chelsea now. But thoughts on Maddison? 8 million and has 12 points. Not entirely mad on him, to be honest. There's better options in defence. I think he could do well against Southampton today. All right, it's just that Chelsea and United, 2 fixtures. I'd be looking at him, to be fair, for the GAMEWEEK 8 wildcard. They've Tottenham in GAMEWEEK 8, and then they've very nice fixtures up until that. You can see there GAMEWEEK 9 to GAMEWEEK 13. Maddison could be a lovely pick on the wildcard. Yeah, I'm fairly sure he's going to be a very popular pick. Yeah, I think there's better picks for in defence anyway. City and Chelsea get you up to the GAMEWEEK 8 wildcard. Could be a boring pick in Kyle Walker, all right, but you've Cucurella there as well at 5, and they'll surely get you through. Triple captain Reece James, because why the F not? Wish me luck, boys. Fair play to you, but I wouldn't be recommending it. I'd be saying waiting for a double GAMEWEEK definitely before you consider the triple captain. You'd be hoping, first of all, it's the wee risk. He might play right centre back, but if he's playing right wing back, that could go very well. But there's especially with the way the lineup last week, Loftus-Cheek was right wing back and James was right centre back, and then when they needed the goal, that's when he was moved up and he got his goal then. But I wouldn't be triple captain on because of that. You're technically captain and a centre back triple captaincy, and if Leeds get one, James he's got 2 yellow cards already. you might get a third one, and then you've only 3 points there. So I'd wait for double game week. But yeah, you've a right foot that would open a can of beans, Jack Cooney. Fair play to you. You're watching the TikToks, you're watching the Instagram videos. I hope that means it's a good. I hope that's a compliment on you. But I think it is, yeah. So go on. Damien, Captain Jesus, Salah or Haaland? I'm on Salah. I suppose we'll get into my team now in 2 minutes time. Yeah, but I'm on Salah at the moment. It's not 100% locked in, but I think I'm pretty confident on that. At least I support United, so at least if Salah does well, I can get back to that. But if he blanks, at least it means United has got a result. But I just prefer Salah. He was quiet enough against Palace, especially even when Nunes got sent off. So yeah, I think Nunes was kind of taking control of his output. Everything was kind of going towards Nunes, but no Nunes now. Firmino is going to be going deep, looking for Salah in behind. So I think that definitely suits Salah. So that's why I'm going for him. Thoughts on my FPL draft team: Ramsdale, Meslier, Matip, Cucurella, Ake, Justin, Sanchez, Rodrigo, Da Silva, Mount, Kulu, Maximin, Firmino. Well, Jimenez is out. Sandera first of all, so get rid of Jimenez. You don't want him in your team. Yeah, you have a lot of money there in your keepers as well, but no, get rid of Jimenez. Go for a Tony. I suppose that's the next one we go towards then. Is Nunes replacements, getting a good few DMs on that over the week. Ivan Tony there, just looking at Brentford's next run up until game week 8 in the wild card is lovely for Brentford, and then the fact he's on penalties, he's got 17 points already, which is massive. 2 assists against United. Yeah, if only he did that last year when he first entered the Premier League. Yeah, but look at that: Fulham, Everton, Crystal Palace, Leeds, Southampton. Get you up to the game week 8 wild card. Get him out. You could even nearly keep him, but no, they're lovely picks for Brentford. Yeah, so straight swap, easy swap for Nunes to Tony. Anyone that owns Nunes, but yeah, that's what I'd be saying. Do I be patient with Robbo or sack him off? Otis, I'd be patient. I was saying earlier on the stream, definitely be patient. I can see returns for Robbo over the next few, even Monday night. I can't see United causing much trouble. It was only a tactical change when he came off for Simicast. It happened a nice bit last year as well when they were trailing or when they needed a goal, just to get a bit of fresh legs on the pitch. So that's why Simicast came on. So wouldn't be worried about Robbo not playing. I think it's just a lot of people knee jerk, and they're a lot. I think a very popular move was Robbo to James. So yeah, I'd keep faith in him. Definitely do. Diaz to Perisic, or roll the free transfer and assess next week. Yeah, I think I probably, if you've nothing else, Perisic could be massive this week, especially with the big rumours he's going to start. But yeah, I'd nearly hold it, to be honest. As I was saying there, game week 4, game week 5, when the midweek games are coming in, Perisic could be rotated there. But I think the Forest after Wolves. So if you get Perisic in at the right time, I'm going to leave that up to you, or SK. I'm going to leave that to you. I would be tempted, but I wouldn't. The fact that 4 points next week, if you need 2 transfers next week, and 4 points is absolutely massive. And considering that, say if Diaz in your team there, if City, I think they probably will keep a clean sheet against Newcastle. That's 6 points. Perisic basically has to get 10, we'll say. So he pretty much has to get an attacking return to pretty much break even over the next few weeks, especially if he's going to be rotated. Probably would keep Diaz, to be honest, but it's a nice differential shout, Perisic, if you go from this week. Yeah, I'd probably keep him, but because 2 free transfers next week could be very nice. Yeah, would Salah out for De Bruyne make sense? Yeah, I'm assuming you've Haaland. I probably would do it. You need Salah. If once Salah's in your team, he's not going to be leaving. Yeah, you probably should have started off with him, but geez, I'm just after seeing Neto dropped in price last night, but no harm. I'm just double checking if I can do Rodrigo next week. Bang on the money. I think Rodrigo's 6.2, or did he rise again? Did he? Yeah, bang on the money there. If I need to for next week, but yeah, I probably would if you've nothing else on, get Salah into your team, because you're gonna have him for the season. And I'm sure you've had him in your team. If you do, that's all the cover you need. Yeah. So that's what I'd say. Neco, Neto, Pereira. Whom to start? I'd start Neco. Can't see much for Neto earlier on or in the early kickoff, and yeah, I just think Neco he was getting nearly a right midfielder, right winger against West Ham last week. He was getting, I think, 3 or 4 shots in the box, crossing in as well and touched in the box as well. So yeah, go for Neco over there. Bailey, Trippier or Andres to start. Out of those, probably Andre and Pereira. Yeah, not a nice trio to pick out of there. If you could go Bailey to Gross, that's what I've done there. That's what I'd be recommending. But yeah, no, Trippier, I can see City scoring. So that's what I'd be saying. Bailey, Trippier or Andreas to start, and should I do Robbo to James? Yeah, going back to the James crack. Yeah. If you can keep Robbo and get James in any way, that's what I'd be advising. Just I think Robbo, he's going to do well over the next few. Hopefully, I'm right in saying that. But we all seen how good he was last year. Just Liverpool are still getting into the swing of things, and once they start keeping clean sheets, Robbo's going to start getting bonuses, and even a few cheeky attacking returns there as well. So yeah, that's keep Robbo. If you can get James in another way, do. You can see my team structure there. I can get Robbo, James, Cancelo, and Trent in my defence. So if you can keep Robbo, get James in. Yeah, that's what I'd be recommending. Start Neto or Andreas. Probably Andreas Pereira. I can see more chance of a Fulham goal than a Wolves goal. Spurs, they were fairly lucky to get the draw last week, but two nice goals. Chelsea got one from a set piece, whatever, and then a counter attacking goal. But yeah, I think they'll keep Wolves out, and they'll only get one if any. So yeah, and Pereira, I think that's what I'd be saying. Should I take a -4 hit for Trippier to Cucurella and start him? Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, start Cucurella. You've got him in then for the next couple of weeks, and he's nice ownerships. Can you do some quick score predictions for today? Right, fantasy football 1, 2, 3. We'll do that quick, and then we'll go into my team then. So Spurs against Wolves, probably 3-1 Spurs. They're going to win by 2 goals, I'm going to say anyway. Villa against Palace, probably 2-1 Palace. Forest against Everton, I'm going to be a biased Neco Williams owner and just say 0-0, or maybe even 1-0 Forest. Fulham against Brentford, 1-1 I think in that game. Leicester against Southampton, probably 2-2, and then Arsenal against Brentford. Biased Arsenal triple owner and Ramsdale owner as well. So probably 2 or 3-0 Arsenal there as well. Just even on the fact then as well, the way United were playing last week, I can see Liverpool getting at least 3 goals against us if we come out like that Monday night. So if Liverpool score 3, you can nearly bet your house on it that Salah's going to be involved in at least 1, if not 2 of them. So yeah, that's why I'm leaning towards Salah at the moment anyway. I brought in Rodrigo and Raya for Neto and Ederson. Is it a bad choice? Probably wouldn't have got rid of Ederson. He was a safe pick for a few clean sheets for the rest of the up until game week 8 anyway. Rodrigo's probably a bit of a knee jerk. Fair enough, the Chelsea game he mightn't return, but he's on penalties. Fair enough. If Bamford's back, they've got Brighton away. That's not even an easy fixture, and it's green there on the FDR rating. Everton at home, fair enough. He might get against Everton and Forest, but that Brighton game definitely shouldn't be green. Brighton at home or Brighton away for Leeds, I should say, isn't an easy fixture at all. No. Elohim, hold or sell Mahrez. Yeah. I wonder, is that GA edits on Instagram that was chatting to me about Mahrez as well. I just, if you've anything else in your team to sort that first, but yeah, Mahrez, I told him not to have him at the start of the season. Haaland was only City attacker you should have. There's just going to be rotation between Mahrez, Foden, Grealish, and yeah, even Silva if he stays or goes. Yeah, if you can hold him, if it's a -4, I'd keep him. But if you get rid of Mahrez for free, do get rid of him. You have a lot of nice picks in the midfield. If you don't have Martinelli, I'd do Mahrez to Martinelli for a -4 if you don't have Martinelli. But if not, if it's a -4, I'd probably reluctantly not do it only if it's for Martinelli. But yeah, keep Mahrez. it's a headache every week, and then get rid of him next week. When you've got your free transfer. On FPL draft, start Joe Gomez or Buendia. Start Gomez. He should be back for the United game anyway. Who did Villa have? Palace. Yeah, I don't know. Palace at home or Palace away isn't the nicest fixture either, especially after they got the draw against Liverpool as well. Probably Gomez. He might get a clean sheet against United. It's going to be a 2-pointer or a 6-pointer or yeah. I bet money on Liverpool keep a clean sheet and Buendia returning. That being said, Buendia could come away with a goal or two today, but no, I'd go Gomez. Haaland a good pick over Salah. He is, but I suppose I'm as well show you my team, or I'll wait another few minutes. There's a few more questions. He is, yeah, but just be warned, he's only going to get 70 minutes. He's been taking off 70 minutes every game so far. I knew it was coming. 77 and 73. I knew it was coming against Bournemouth when I was watching the game. If just Foden squared in the ball, it would have been a 13 point return from him. But unfortunately we didn't get that, or 11 point even. Would have been double digits anyway. Yeah, but we didn't get it. But yeah, if you're captain on Haaland, just be wary. He's only going to play 70 minutes. And Newcastle away isn't the easiest fixture after all. But yeah, that's what I'd be saying. Salah, you know what you're getting with Salah. You're getting 90 minutes. Yeah, see, he's more reliable there. Neto or Pereira. Pereira. I can't see much for Wolves there this morning. Start Neto, Rashford, or Neco Williams. Neco Williams out of those, you should probably have gotten rid of Rashford. If you can do Rashford to Gross or Rodrigo, that's what I'd be recommending you, and then start Gross or Rodrigo. Oh no, I'd go Gross this week definitely, and then start him, and then if you could even fit in Neco. If you're not going to play Neco this week, you're never going to play him. So yeah, that's what I'd be saying. Thoughts on Robbo and Rashford out, Gundo and Cucurella in. No, I'd keep Robbo and then just do Rashford to Gross. Save your -4 or save your second transfer then for next week. Gross is I think he's second overall for shots in the box for midfielders. He's potentially on penalties as well with Maupay not being on the field. He got his 2 goals against United. Fair enough, he didn't return last week in an in-all draw. But yeah, who's at West Ham? They have a lovely run up until the wild card again. So if he's sticking there, he can't do much worse than what Rashford was doing in my team. And if he's on penalties as well, happy days. I think fairly sure he missed his last one, so hopefully we haven't jinxed him with that. But yeah, Brighton have a lovely run up until GAMEWEEK 8. Start Patterson or Andreas. I'd probably start the attacker there. Forest might nick one. Everton are shocking. Yeah, fair enough. Then they lost 1-0 to Chelsea, but no, they didn't look great against Villa. Yeah, I'd start Pereira. He's on set pieces, on corners, so that's what you want from a 4.5 million midfielder. Yeah, so start Andreas there. Should I keep Mahrez or get Rodrigo? I'd keep Mahrez. There's no point getting rid of him if you're bringing in Rodrigo. You've missed all the price changes. And I can't see Chelsea conceding against Leeds. Yeah, so I'd keep Mahrez. If Mahrez starts, he could easily return against Newcastle. We're at the -4. Cancelo, Saka, the FPL Irishman. How's it going? I see Aaron Hopkins in the chat there. Good man. We're at the -4. Cancelo, Saka, and 4.5 striker out. Diaz, Martinelli, and Tony in. Yeah, I wouldn't be getting rid of Cancelo. They are good moves if you can get Martinelli and Tony. Saka to Martinelli, fair enough. It's a wee bit of a sideways move, but I wouldn't be getting rid of Cancelo. You want Cancelo for the season, so no, that's what I wouldn't be doing there. Keep Cancelo, but if you can get Martinelli in another way, and Tony even in as well, but I'm assuming you can't. But no, I don't think it's worth the -4 if you're getting rid of Cancelo. But the other two, fair enough. Tony, you're basically taking a risk getting rid of Saka and going to Martinelli. Could easily go either way. But if you need the money, yeah, but I wouldn't be getting rid of Cancelo. If you get Martinelli and Tony in a different way without Cancelo, see if you can do that. But yeah, I'd be keeping Cancelo for sure. Triple City defense, yeah. There's nothing wrong with Triple City defense anyway. Nice fixtures up until game week 7, game week 8. We'll probably be keeping Cancelo anyway on the wildcard if not, but they've a slightly bad patch of fixtures up from game week 11 to game week 14 there, as you can see. Liverpool, Arsenal, Leicester away. Probably only Liverpool and Arsenal the toughest ones there, but triple City defence if you can for now. Double I'd recommend then, because you really want Haaland up there. But if you can't get Haaland into your team, probably City triple is the way to go, but I'd make sure you have Haaland in there somewhere. Good man, Aaron. Cheers for tuning in. Kufal, Andreas, Neto, Bailey. Which two should I start? Dire picks you've there, unfortunately, man. I'd go for Andreas and Neto, but not mad on any of those two either, really. Poor picks there, I won't lie, but that's what I'd be looking at. MKTV, heard you on the radio the last day. Keep up the grind. Fair play to you, man. Thanks for tuning in. And pretty mad that's a radio station I've listened to all my life. Well, not all my life, ever since my teens. And to get asked to go on to there was serious, but bit mad at the same time. But hopefully you enjoyed the interview, and hopefully that's how you heard the little anecdote of how I started these pages and how I got into FPL. But check it out on Spotify if any of you want to listen to that. But cheers for listening, man. Thoughts on the Arsenal triple attack? I'd probably want one defender if you're going at Martinelli, Saka, Jesus. Nothing wrong with that at all. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'd probably want Zinchenko or Ramsdale in the back. But if you want triple Arsenal attack, go for that. They could easily get a few goals tonight against Bournemouth. But hopefully spread out. And hopefully Martinelli's more involved than Jesus, because I'm not giving him the armband. But 5 minutes, so we're gonna go into my team after these two questions, and hopefully you're all locked in. Hopefully everything's good. But stuck playing with Trippier or Bailey, who to bench. I'd probably go to -4 there, man. Junior, Hellner, bring in Cucurella there for the -4, and see how you get on. But here's how I'm lining up at the moment. I'm just gonna change the vice captain to Jesus, in case there's anything wrong with the United match on Monday night. But I'm just going to take a screenshot of this so I can throw it up on my Instagram then after. But there's how I'm lining up. 5 at the back. 5 at the back. Salah captain. Gross in for Rashford this week. So as you can see, then I've 2 transfers in for next week once I get those back. But 5 at the back. Neco Williams there. Salah captain. If Liverpool get their clean sheet, I'm laughing. And Gross is the differential there that's less than 10%. So hopefully he gets a wee attack and return against West Ham. West Ham have looked poor. They're not the same selves as they were at the start of the season last year. They looked alright pre-season, but no, they've had a bad start to Premier League life. Who was at game week 1 they were playing? City, fair enough, but no, they were poor last week. Neco's a risky enough one there. The Forest were fortunate enough to get their clean sheet last week, but if he's in my team now, I'm never going to play him. This is only a week, so hopefully he gets something against Everton. Was mad, had a lot of similar interest on Gola too, so I had to listen. Good man, fair play to you. We're trying to organise a Gola meetup for FPL managers. Hopefully next month or October. So keep an eye out on my Twitter and Instagram, and hopefully we'll have about 50 people going into a pub in Galway. We need to sort it out yet, but we should have a tweet up or an Instagram post up in the next few weeks, probably before the end of next week. But that'll be great to get it sorted in Galway, because it's crying out for an FPL meetup. But should I take a -4 to remove Bailey or Neto? If yes, whom should I move? Get rid of Bailey, get him out of the team, out. And then if you can afford Gross, bring him in, and that's who I'd be recommending. That's all there. I suppose going back over a few questions on Instagram, I can't remember what was the main kind of thing. Robbo was the main thing I was saying. Just keep him if he's going to come good in a few weeks. Tony the best replacement for Nunes. What else was there? Yeah, keep Ramsdale. I can see a lot of lads. I've seen a lot of lads asking me, do they get rid of Ramsdale because they conceded twice last week against Leicester? No point wasting a transfer on a keeper. Keep him in the team. And yeah, if you've nothing else, if you know other fires to take out, Martinelli in for Saka and save your money there for next week. But only if that's the only issue you have. 2 minutes to the deadline. Kane or Haaland? This week only. Kane for the season or up until game week 8. Haaland for sure. Yeah. That's what I'd be saying. Yeah. If you're enjoying the stream, lads, as I was saying, we've 2 minutes to the deadline. Please do hit that subscribe button. We're three likes off 20 likes, so give the stream a like if you're enjoying it so far, and which we'll get to 20 likes. But yeah, anything else we'll see. Is there any league lineups? Quick scroll of the thing there. Someone's asking, Jesus triple captain. No, I wouldn't. I'm gonna search up my phone in case anything dodgy comes up on the screen there on Twitter. Jesus triple captain, up to yourself, but I probably would leave it until a double game week. Team news. Having a quick look here. Yeah, no, keep the triple captain for a double game week, but can't see anything on Twitter any just as I'm refreshing about a Perisic start. So if you're, I'm only looking there for a minute. There probably is news, but if you've seen it, if you needed Perisic, if you're tempted by him, I'd probably win him for Trippier on as a -4, as I was saying. But yeah, I think that's the deadline, lads. Anyway, as I was saying, please do hit that subscribe button. I don't know how we're so close to 2k subs, and hopefully we'll build on there, and we'll see how we get on at the end of the season. But as well, there I have a prize league code there. Make sure you enter that. Giving away a Premier League jersey of your choice for next season, and second place will get a jersey out of my own collection. But yeah, deadline's gone anyway. I'm just gonna see, do we get anything, and we'll be able to no. And then looking at that, then we've Spurs anyway coming up on BT, so we'll get the lineups in half an hour. If you've no more questions, lads, I'll stay on for another minute or two, and doesn't even have to be FPL based. Got a few messages during the week actually about lads wanting to set up their own pages. Just go for it. Nothing stopping you. Definitely do. If you need any tips or help with ideas for content, give us a message, and yeah, no harm in not going for it. But yeah, I think we'll end it there, lads. The chat has gone quiet in it, so I won't go rambling on for too much longer. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the stream, lads, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, on Twitter there as well at FPL Era. Give us a follow on Twitter as well, and then we've my Instagram account there as well, getting close to 8k followers. But yeah, good man MKTV, cheers for the follow, man. Yeah, I think we'll leave it there. So lads, I don't think the 3 o'clock games are too great, but we've got Nottingham Forest now. We've 5:30 is the main really one with Arsenal. But yeah, we'll leave it for there, lads. We'll be back again next week. I've a birthday party on the Friday evening, so hopefully I'm not too shook Saturday morning for the stream. But yeah, we'll see you next week. I'll have me team video up during the week as well, and yeah, hopefully game week 3 is a kind one, and we're sitting on a green arrow as well. Cheers for tuning in, lads. We'll see you next weekend, and best of luck for game week 3.